Hey, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all know this is your boy Rob Thomas Jr. and this is the real news behind the news. Oh yeah, man, today is the third morning. Today is Thursday, man. December 17, 2020, man. I'm kind of like frustrated right now, man. I'm supposed to be at this job site, man. I ain't got no way to get there. This is crazy. I gotta get this car fixed, man. I really do, man. But anyway, in my frustration, man, I'm gonna just, try to stay positive because there's a couple of news stories that I feel that is very important. Well, really, it's only about two of them that I really want to share with y'all. They're kind of important news stories. Wow, man, I need to get up here to the job. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with these news stories. Matter of fact, let me put this cash tag up here. If anybody can help her, man, at least just put some bus fare. I can catch the bus because I cannot walk today. Hold on, it's a long way, man. That 4 mile walk is killing me. Hold on. All right, that's the cash tag. If anybody would like to support us right here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get on because there's two real important stories that I wanna, bro, I thought this was a grand awakening. We're strong people and it's greater later. Believe as long as we believe. All right, that's cool. Good morning, Shavetta Stewart. How you doing? Indigenous Copper Tone Christ. All right, my brother, how's it going? Our energies. Man, I'm trying to put out positive energy, man, but I'm frustrated because actually, I ain't gonna talk about it, but somebody probably came through for me with that money that they owed me for about a month now, and they didn't come through. So I'm sitting here stranded, man. And like I said, I'm frustrated, but I'm not too frustrated to do this show. Maybe, hopefully, this will bring me. If you all here, man, please hit that like button for me. But first story I wanted to talk about. Remember how a while back I was telling y'all how this virus has mutated? Matter of fact, it was just 3 days ago I reiterated that. Now, we want to come out with a story. This is from the Daily Star. And we want to bring y'all a truth. And again, if y'all here, man, please hit the like button so we can get more people in. We got about 7 of you all here right now, and that's good. Because I'm reading why I'm doing this show right now is because if I have to walk to this job and then, have to walk back, man, I'll be here too late to do a show tonight. So I'm just do it today, and it's only about 2 articles that I'm going to put up. But the first article is very striking. It's from the Daily Star. New COVID-19 strain features 17 mutations, sparking fears vaccine won't work. Yeah, I remember I kept telling y'all this virus is mutating, man, since they first announced this virus last March. You had almost 30-something different mutations. It's not the same COVID-19 that it was back in March of last year. And now here they're saying they're finding a new strain which features 17 different mutations just in this one strain alone. All right, the new variant features 17 alterations to the original coronavirus strain, many of them to the virus spike protein, which vaccines are being developed to target. Also, did y'all know that they're saying in the Pfizer vaccine, they're finding mutations of the HIV virus. I guess you could say simulations to, they're finding proteins or whatever similar to HIV virus. Do you all know when you look at the spikes in this virus, this virus is basically, it was genetically engineered with a portion of the HIV DNA or RNA, whatever, inside that virus. Yeah, this is why it affects the respiratory system the way that it does. This is why you have some of the side effects that you have. It is a form of the HIV virus, literally. All right, we're gonna go ahead and read this story. Many of the changes have happened to the virus spike protein, which is used to latch onto human cells and cause illness. This is significant because most COVID-19 vaccines being developed, including the Pfizer jab, and we're going to talk about that Pfizer story next. I was right again. jab that has already begun to be rolled out in the UK are affected by targeting this protein. It is feared that this could stop people from becoming immune to coronavirus if they have been infected with a different strain than the vaccine can protect them against. Scientists, including English Chief Medical Officer Chris Whitney, have said that there is currently no evidence that the new variant will stop the vaccine from working. The strain has also been spotted in Denmark and in Australia. Professor Nick Lamont from the Institute of Microbiology and Infection at the University of Birmingham is a member of the UK's COVID-19 Genomic UK Consortium, which is studying the mutations. He said there are actually 17 changes that would affect the protein structure in some way that distinguish this variant from its kind of common ancestor of the variants which are circulating, which is a lot. It's striking. There are really long branch going on back to the common ancestor. There's really a long branch going back to the common ancestor, and it's a matter of great interest as to why that is the case. Most vaccines work by training the immune system to recognize the virus spike protein and attack them when the virus tries to infect them. But if the spike proteins are altered through mutations, it is possible the virus may be able to slip past the body's defenses. The new strain called VUI 2021 is 2020-/2021 was first picked up in September in Kent and has been linked to the explosion in cases of London and the southeast of England, which saw capital parts of Essex and Hertfordshire placed into 3-tier lockdown restrictions from today. There have been more than 1,000 confirmed cases of the new strain, mostly in southern England. The exact locations have not been revealed. So again, y'all, they're saying that there's a new strain of this virus, and this new strain itself has 17 different mutations in it, which will make the Pfizer vaccine pretty much ineffective. Now, for time's sake, we're going to rush into the next story, because the next story tells us, that there are people are having a serious side effects. Where is this story at? Okay, y'all give me a second. Y'all, okay, here it is. All right, now this second story, please, y'all hit that like button. Let me see if some of y'all comments right quick. Good morning, Kimberly. Hey, brother. Yes, I'm trying to stay positive, Miss Israel. It's hard because I got a job up there on the Cooper Road. I actually got the house sanded, scraped. All I need to do is prime the house. I need to go and prime it and paint it, and I can get paid and hopefully go ahead and get my car done, fixed. If I can get up there today at a good time, get it primed, and I get it painted tomorrow, by Saturday, all I have to do to trim, I could be riding again. But right now, it is frustrating. I don't even have bus fare to get up there. Let me read y'all why add something to a vaccine that is pure death. Well, it's not the vaccine, Miss Mary, that they are adding something to. It is the virus itself has mutated. Meaning that if you look at the coronavirus, it's like round virus, and it got these little spikes coming off of it. Hey, good morning, Miss Powell. Now, those spikes, when you look at them, those spikes are similar to the HIV virus, which we found out that when this virus was engineered, it was partly engineered and I guess you could say synthesized with a form of the HIV virus. This is why they're finding particles of HIV inside, even though they say it's dead HIV DNA inside this vaccine. Yes, they have a strain, a portion of the HIV virus in the vaccine so that your body can recognize, because remember that article, it says how vaccine works. It trains your body to recognize the invading particle, and it goes and attacks it, right? Well, this is what's happening. These new mutations are making it somewhat probably impossible for the vaccine to recognize the new strain of this virus. So if you're getting shot up with a vaccine for the old strain of COVID, it's not going to do you any good. Now, thus far, the cases that they're talking about is over in England, over in Europe. But then it started overseas last year, and by the time they got to America, it just totally destroyed America. Matter of fact, California, there's an article saying how California has had more deaths than anywhere. California alone has had more deaths than anywhere else in the world. And nowhere else in the world come close to California alone. Let me read a few more. This is the American experiment on the indigenous, similar to the Tuskegee experiment. I think actually that's what it was, man. The United States, either way it goes, if this virus was created in that lab at Wuhan, China, the research was sponsored by the United States. That's a fact. You can go and check that out for yourself. Please, we got a couple people that joined us. Y'all hit the like button. Please hit the like button and share this video so we can get a few more people, because I'm going to be very brief. After this story here, I might read one more, but I got to try to find a way, man, to get up into this job. I can't just sit around. It's almost 10 o'clock now, Central Standard Time. And I only got about 7 more hours of daylight. I really need to get this job done. This article here is coming from the New York Times. Healthcare worker had serious allergic reaction after Pfizer's COVID vaccine. A health worker in Alaska had a serious allergic reaction after getting Pfizer corona vaccine on Tuesday and was hospitalized, according to 3 people familiar with official reports of the person's health. The person was still in the hospital on Wednesday morning under observation. Government officials were scrambling on Wednesday to learn more about the case. The worker had no history of drug allergies, but it was unclear whether he or she suffered from other type of allergies, according to one person familiar with the case. With millions of Americans expected to be vaccinated by the end of the year, the incident is likely to prompt federal officials to be even more watchful for any signs of serious side effects. Y'all should have been doing that shit from Jump Street. The Alaska recipient's reaction was believed to be similar to the anaphylactic reactions 2 health workers in Britain experienced after receiving the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine last week. Think about it. That's just the reactions that we are being told. Maybe those reactions were so profound, and they already had pretty much. They had no way of controlling that information get out. But just imagine how many people are suffering some type of serious reaction and we're not hearing about it. All right. Pfizer trial in the United States involving more than 40,000 people did not find any serious adverse events caused by the vaccine, although many participants did experience aches, fevers, and other side effects. They ain't telling us about the 2 deaths. Yeah, there were 2 deaths. Actually, in the clinical trials. Now, they say they did 40,000 people. Most of the people, they say, didn't have serious side effects, but the fact that you are having side effects is cause for concern, because what if you're one of those people who will have one of the serious side effects? And again, if you have a serious side effect that causes a serious medical illness due to this or any vaccine, you cannot sue. You cannot sue a company for a vaccination. Unlike when you sue a company like Pfizer for one of their medications that they say this medication may cause death, pulmonary bleeding. When you hear all that, you can sue on a medication in a civil court. But with a vaccine, you cannot sue the pharmaceutical company in a civil court. You have to go all the way to what is called the World Vaccine Court, literally. So the odds are against you getting any kind of compensation if you do suffer some of these serious side effects. Now, the vaccine for severe allergic reactions to vaccines are typically linked to the vaccine being because of their timing. A Pfizer representative did not immediately comment on the case. After the workers in Britain fell ill, authorities there initially warned against giving the vaccine to anyone with a history of severe allergic reaction. They later clarified their concerns, changing the wording from severe allergic reaction to specify that the vaccine should not be given to anyone who has ever had an anaphylactic reaction to a food, medicine, or vaccine. This type of reaction to a vaccine is very rare, they said. Pfizer officials have said the two British people who had the reaction had a history of severe allergies. One, a 49-year-old woman with a history of egg allergies, and the other, a 40-year-old woman, had a history of allergic allergy to several different medications. Both carry EpiPen-like devices to inject themselves with ephedrine in cases of such a reaction. Pfizer has said that its vaccine does not contain egg ingredients. The British update also said that the third person had a possible allergic reaction, but did not describe it. In the United States, federal regulators issued a broad authorization for the vaccine on Friday to adults 16 years and older. Healthcare providers were warned not to give the vaccine to anyone with a known history of severe allergic reaction to any component of the vaccine, which they said was a standard warning for vaccines. But because of the British cases, FDA officials have said they would require Pfizer to increase its monitoring for anaphylaxis and submit data on it once the vaccine comes into use. Pfizer also said that the vaccine is recommended to be administered in settings that have access to equipment to manage anaphylaxis. Last weekend, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said people with serious allergies can be safely vaccinated with close monitoring for 30 minutes after receiving the shot. Anaphylaxis can be life-threatening with impaired breathing and drops in blood pressure that usually occur within minutes or even seconds after exposure to a food or medicine, and even a substance like latex to which a person is allergic. Now, again, please, y'all hit the like button. I'm going to get ready to end this video because I got to, man, I don't feel like making this walk, but I got to go get this job done. Basically, again, I'm not sitting here saying don't get the vaccine. Of course, I'm not going to say that because I can be sued. YouTube can take this video down. So I'm going to walk the tight line and just simply say, I am not getting this vaccination. Period. There's too many unknowns dealing with this vaccination simply because they rushed it out, y'all. They rushed this vaccine out in less than 9 months. When most medicines go through clinical trials for years, man. And after they finish and do get passed by the FDA, there are still dangerous side effects. You see it every day on the commercials. So I leave it up to you all, whether or not you all are going to get this vaccination. Let's see. LSU will be a killing field. Exactly, citizen soldier. Yes, sir, Anthony. The American experiment, Tuskegee experiment. Yes, sir. So, again, I can't sit up here and tell you all not to, hey, brother Wesley, can you remind the people, or Sister Powell, one of you all that's a moderator, can y'all remind the people to hit that like button for me? So far, we got 6 likes. That's good. And we got 12 people watching. At one point, we had about 13 or 14. But, yeah, also remind them, please hit that cash tag, because if we can get $10, man, that's bus fare for the day and tomorrow. And hopefully I'll finish this job up. So I'll be the first one. I'll hit this cash tag again. If y'all can, man, $10 will get me up to this job, on the bus, and back home safely. And I don't have to walk. That's a long walk, man. Anybody that know anything about Freeport, I'm living in central Freeport. And I got to get all the way to the Cooper Road. That's a long-ass walk, man. And even though I need that job, I'm not willing to make it because it's cold. But anyway, yeah. So this is what happened. Again, now this story goes back to the first story that I did. If this virus has a new strain with 17 different mutations in just this new strain alone, do you all realize that the Pfizer vaccine has already been made null and void? Literally, it's not going to do them any good because they made a vaccine for one strain, and now you got another strain that has 17 different mutations. So that means Pfizer would have to go back to the drawing board Figure out what's going to work to vaccinate people from them 17 different mutations in just that one strain alone, y'all. So this is like medical witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Literally. And anybody that denies or talks against the vaccines, you'll consider an anti-vaxxer. But how many of y'all, knowing that your kids run the risk from these vaccinations of autism? Because we know that they try to tell you it's not. But you got to realize, when they say scientists have studied this and they say this, you got to realize who are paying those scientists. Because the scientists have to have somebody to sponsor their research. And whoever it is that's sponsoring their research wants a certain answer. You see what I'm saying? So these scientists automatically go into their research biased in their studies. And they're only going to study those things that leads to them getting the answer that their sponsors want. This is what science is. Science is nothing but a new form of religion. You see what I'm saying? You have different camps. Just like you have one camp saying that there's no such thing as climate change. Then you have all these other government-sponsored and corporate-sponsored entities saying, sponsor scientists saying that there is climate change. Either way it goes, that lets you know that if it's two different opinions, then that's just what that is, those people's opinions. What we have to do is gather all the information for ourselves and make a logical decision. This is why I bring you the stories and give my analysis on these stories the way that I do, because my analysis is just my opinion, but my opinion is based upon all the facts. If everyone just did, it would be great. It sure would. If you cash out $1, 10 people, man, guess what? That'll get me back and forth to the job site for the next 3 days. And then by Saturday, my vehicle should be fit, because I talked to the guy last night. All I need is the part is what, 40-something bucks, and then his fee. It's gonna be $75, and I can have a car, because all it is the ball joint that came loose on the car. And you know, of course, anybody know anything about a car, it's on the ground basically, and it's a real easy fix. It's just I can't do nothing until I finish this job. But again, let's get back to this real quick, because I'm gonna have to end this. There's a couple of more articles. If I can get back home tonight, I'll do a longer version of this show. But oh yeah, they got a blizzard coming through the Midwest. How many of y'all affected by that blizzard coming through the Midwest? They're saying in New York and Pennsylvania, they're expecting up to 40 inches of snow. They've already canceled 600. At one point, it was 700 flights that they canceled. But yeah, this is a major snowstorm up that way. Y'all be careful. I think we got it bad down here. See, in Louisiana, we complain about it freezing when it's 50. It's 53 out there right now. Perfect weather for painting. I got a 3-day window to get this job done, and I like to be on the job site by 8. I'm already 2 hours behind. There's a couple of more things. I want to talk to y'all real briefly. I'm just going off script, but as you all can see, we're still having problems with, it felt colder last night. Yeah, it was. Last night was very cold, but the temperature, I think we're supposed to have a 14-degree temperature swing here, Citizen Soldier. I got to get with you too, man, on that, to check on that job that you got. Yep, that sounds like New England. Yeah, up there in New England, you all going, they looking for 40 inches of snow, Miss Mary. That's a lot of snow. We don't get 40. It takes us about 20 years accumulated together, added together, to get 40 inches of snow. Here in Louisiana, we get 2 millimeters of snow, and they shut everything down. My generation was the last generation with smallpox. All the generations after me suffer from autism, and that's in the vaccinations from sending our kids. Exactly. The vaccination. Do you all realize that, again, 40 years ago, the rate of autism at birth was 1 in every 30,000 or 45,000, something. No, 300,000. I think that's what it was. Okay. My cousin. Okay. Oh, okay, somebody came and done it. Okay, that's cool, citizen soldier. But 40 years ago, I think it was 1 in 300,000. Now, since they have upped the vaccination, the number of different drugs they're putting in these vaccination shots, keep in mind, they're shooting your kids up with 21 different drugs, y'all, in that vaccination. Now, here we are 40 years later. It went from 1 in 300,000 to 1 in every 300 children. 1 out of every 300 children that's being vaccinated is suffering from autism. And they're saying that we don't really have nothing that can explain it. They don't want to blame it on the vaccination because, again, they don't want all these lawsuits. And, again, you can't sue in a civil court for vaccinations. You can't. You have to go to the World Vaccine Court. But, yeah, going back to that weather, it's strange. But now what I wanted to talk about is how, again, Congress is about to run out of time on passing stimulus. The crazy part about it, you all, is we need to literally, in your state, find out where your state representatives, your legislators, and all these people who are supposed to be our elected officials who are supposed to represent us, and we need to protest in front of their houses, in front of their offices, because guess what? People have lost jobs. It's a fact here in Louisiana now. They're going back to certain procedures in lockdown. The state of California pretty much is on total lockdown. All these states around the country are going back on lockdown. The unemployment rate is going up. First-time filers for unemployment is going up. 19 million people, including myself, are going to lose their homes in January if they don't do something about stimulus. And you know, Congress, namely Nancy Pelosi. Now, keep in mind, the Republicans are with the fuckery too. But Nancy Pelosi, everybody needs to get on her ass because she's stalling. She is the one that is holding up much needed stimulus for the American people. But you know what? She does not give a damn. She does not care because her salary is paid. Her health insurance is paid. Her home is pretty much paid for. Ask yourself, how does a politician who only makes $200,000 a year find himself worth over $70 million? The only politicians that get rich in politics are those who are corrupt. You don't make $70, even if she's been in there for 20 years. At a $200,000 salary, there's no way in heck your net worth should be more than $70 million. That means somewhere along the line she's been getting kickbacks from these corporations. So yeah, Nancy Pelosi is holding up valuable stimulus, man. People are going unemployment around here, man. Hunger line. Hold on, let me read this one. Jobless claims rate. This one article. More military families seeking food assistance. This is another article. 45 of the biggest companies made a profit during the since March of last year, the beginning of the pandemic. But 3/4 of half of your small businesses are literally shutting down for good. There was another article that states 8 million more people have become impoverished since this pandemic started. I can't find that article. I wanted to read that one, but 8 more million people have fell below the poverty level. But guess who didn't? That boy who just got that $220 million contract from the NBA, he ain't got to worry about poverty no more. And again, to me, that brings the question again. We talked about this the other night. Man, ain't nowhere in the hell somebody should be getting that much money, man, for bouncing a basketball, bruh. I'ma just be real. Or singing a song. These entertainers have become gods. And people are paying them like they're gods. And guess who's really responsible for paying them? The people who watch these sporting events. The people who go buy the tickets. Now, it's entertainment. Everybody needs to be entertained. But keep in mind, when Rome was falling, when Rome was about to crash, the only way they kept the people from revolting was they created the games in the Colosseum, because they say give them blood and they'll forget about bread. Basically, that was their motto. Give them blood and they'll forget about bread. Okay, Anyway, I'm gonna get ready to end this, man, because if I have to, man, I'm gonna have to get out here and start walking. So let me go try to feed these puppies, man. Make sure that they tied up in a way where they can't get out. But again, excuse me. If God blesses me somehow and I'm able to get a ride back home, or even get some bus fare to get a ride back home, I'll do a more in-depth show for you all this evening. Because as long as I can get home by 7, because it gets dark here around about 5:30. I'll be gone. But if I have to walk, man, it's gonna be crazy. I won't be in here till around about 8, 9, and I'm gonna be real. I'll be too tired. So y'all pray for me. I thank you all for everybody who joined in, who left a comment. You know what I'm saying? We got our likes up. We up to 9 likes, but at the peak of the show, we only had like 14 people watching. And we got to try to do something about that too, man, to get more and more subscribers. We've had 4 new subscribers to come this week, and I'm surprised YouTube ain't took them from us yet, because every time we get 2 or 3 new subscribers, they always take them from us. But we not gonna speak nothing bad into existence. Again, I thank you all for your comments. And again, like Sister Power say, if everybody could just donate $1, man, it would be greatly appreciated. Now, it's on Cash App if you can. But really, man, 10 of y'all that's watching, if all 10 of y'all, man, could hit $1 on the Cash App, I will have bus fare, because it's only $3. I can ride the bus all day. It's bad when you don't have $3 in your pocket, though. So again, with that being said, I thank you all, man. Please share this video. You can share it to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just share it so we can get the word out, man, that this brother here is basically risking it all to tell y'all the real truth behind a lot of this propaganda, man. It ain't that hard, man. All you have to do is just want to know what affects your daily life. Most people in America would rather be entertained than informed. And as they're being entertained, all this information passes right by them. They don't want to hear this. A lot of people say, man, there's always negative stuff in the news. I don't want to. You should want to know. Because again, they're pushing a vaccine on you for a virus that has a new strain that it really going to probably take them another 2 years just to figure out the 17 different mutations in this one form of COVID-19. Notice they calling the new one. See, this is why they call it COVID-19. A lot of y'all probably know that COVID, it was originally, they started calling it coronavirus. Remember when you first heard about it in March, it was coronavirus. Well, the flu and other respiratory systems are classified under coronavirus. Thank you, just gave me inspiration. I'll be stuck with what I want to talk about. This is all that we need to talk about. The things that concern us more. Exactly. Fuck the entertainment, man. Exactly, my brother Indigenous. Entertainment does not do you and your family any good, but take your mind away from the problem. Soon that basketball game go off. Soon that football game go off. Soon as you finish listening to that CD, you still gonna have to deal with the fact that COVID-19 is out there. You're still gonna have to deal with the fact now. Think about it. More people are on Facebook and all this shit talking about the latest football game, or the football game that's gonna come on tonight. And out of 1 million people talking about that, probably y'all 10 and a few more people, y'all that's watching this video, and a few more other people are the only people know that they have a new, more deadly strain of COVID-19 out there. So this is why being informed is way far more important than being entertained. Now, I'm not saying nothing is wrong with being entertained. You know what I'm saying? To me, I'm being entertained by bringing you all information. To me, that's entertainment. Actually, it takes my mind off the frustration, this long-ass walk I got, you know? And I can be listening to this video while I'm walking. Because I'm going to have to download it before I leave, because actually my phone is off. So, I got a lot of shit on my mind, but I still seek knowledge and wisdom. Even the scriptures tells you, in all your getting, get knowledge, get wisdom, get understanding. It's knowledge and wisdom is more precious than gold and silver. Because first of all, he who controls the knowledge and wisdom can get gold and silver. You see what I'm saying? But you got people with gold and silver that's dumb as a bag of fucking broken rocks. and they lose it every time. So y'all, I thank y'all again for supporting the show in the way that y'all do, man. Please like, share the video. If you can, please put $3. Somebody put $3 on the Cash App. Well, now I have to walk all the way to Capital One just to get that $3 out there, and that's about 2 miles out the way. Either way it go, bless us, man, to be a blessing, to keep being a blessing. So again, man, hopefully I get home tonight in time enough to do this to do another video. And if I do, I'll bring back some more stories that that's gonna you know what I'm saying, be relevant to your day-to-day life. That's what kind of stories we do. You know, there's already enough media stories out there about death and destruction. So, you know, we're gonna try to bring you all stories that's relevant to your life to help you keep from facing the death and destruction. So again, y'all, I'm looking, see, we don't have anything going through there. Let me check to see if anybody maybe blessed us with this, because we finna go because I got a long walk ahead of me. So until y'all hear my voice later on today, hopefully, or tomorrow, this your boy Rob Thomas Jr. saying y'all be blessed.